Hello everyone and welcome back. It is time to once again unlock an allied race. Whew, boy am I glad that rep grind is over. Whew. Of course it wasn't just a rep grind, it was some other achievement stuff that you had to do. Today we're going to be doing the quest line to unlock the Zandalari trolls as an allied race. In order to get them, you have to reach Exalted with the Zandalari Empire. You have to do the achievement Zandalar Forever, which is doing the quest lines for all 3 zones in Zandalar, as well as the scenario after that. And then the Tides of Vengeance achievement. What do they come with? Well, they have Regeneration, concentrate to heal yourself rapidly over a short time, very troll. Embrace of the Loa, beseech a Loa, obtaining one of the 6 powerful boons, more than likely the ones that you can get while questing in Zandalar. City of Gold, discover more gold from creatures. And Pterodax Swoop, summons a Pterodax to reduce your falling speed. Pretty nice. And this is the heritage armor that you can unlock. Pretty cool looking, very troll. So of course we're going to be talking with Rokan.
For the Dark Spear.
I spent a good deal of time with Princess Talanji and the Zandalari in Nazmia and beyond. I be hoping to seal the deal and bring them into the Horde, where we can best help one another. After all that we've been through with the Zandalari, we know they belong in the Horde. But Talanji and her people have suffered a great deal after the sacking of Zuldazar. They have mourned the loss of Rastakhan, and raged over the affront against their Loa. Today, they will make Talanji their queen, the day they celebrate. She has invited us to witness this. When she is queen, she will ally with us. I be sure of it. Come, let's not keep the queen to be waiting. We go to Zuldazar.
Best we not keep the princess waiting. I be meeting you in Zuldazar.
Good thing I have my Heartstones set right to the Great Seal.
Do you know who I am?
Where is everyone? They have all gone down to the steps of Zanchul to witness Talanji's crowning. This is a momentous occasion, one not seen in living memory. Commit this to memory, Niximus, for the kings and queens of the Zandalari are
Give
notoriously
my regards
long-lived.
to the throne.
Ah, there you are. The ceremonies are about to begin. The princess has requested your attendance at the steps of Zanchul. Princess Talanji was very clear in her orders. You, Niximus, are about to join her at the steps of Zanchul. She wishes to have you at her side while she undergoes the rite of queens and kings. I hope you can comprehend what an honor that is. The queen-to-be will explain what it is that you are to do. Now go, and Paku's winds make you
May
swift.
the Loa bring you fortune.
This is gonna hurt. I'm sorry, Allie.
Ah, champion! There is much to do. Speak quickly.
There you are. I am glad that you could make it. I am eager to show you how my people celebrate such an
Loa
occasion.
watch over you. Speak.
Now that you are here, we can begin this sacred rite. Take your place beside Talanji. She has chosen you for an important task. I will explain while we make our way to Zandalari.
And the light of the lower answers.
Oh, I have to ride a separate beast, alright.
It has been centuries since our people have crowned a new ruler. To claim her throne, Talanji must undergo our most sacred rite. Her spirit will be weighed and measured in the eyes of the lower.
I have a special role in mind for you, champion. You will act as my witness. If I am found wanting, my people will hear of the lower's decision from you.
They be sure to find you worthy, princess.
Oh, Bwansamdi's puppet. Some people are not happy.
This
The House of
rabble must be
Rastakhan
taught
is
the proper
cursed.
respect,
This-
Your Highness.
Let them talk, Rata. They are free to voice their dissent.
Some gladly follow her, some do not. But then again, that's mainly Rastakhan's fault for making that stupid deal with Bwansamdi.
You stand before the High Prelate.
Such an occasion warrants a great deal of ceremony. Do not worry, there is plenty for you to do while Talanji prepares for what is
My
to come.
life for Zandalari.
Princess Talanji!
Zulani, what is wrong?
A riot has broken out in the Zocalo. We must act quickly.
Heretics! They must pay for this with their lives.
I serve the king.
It is their right to be angry. I will use force only as a last resort. Champion, I believe you are best equipped to handle this.
I will guard Talanji. Do what you must to end this nonsense.
Right away I can tell Talanji's going to be a great ruler. This situation can be swiftly dealt with if we take out the one that incited this violence. I heard reports of an enforcer rousing the vagrants and drudges against the shopkeepers and guards in the Zocalo. One of my own would not do this without cause. See if you can determine the reason for this sudden change. I am told her name is Malzone. I hope for her sake that she surrenders. One of my own in the Rastarji has seen fit to rile the drudges and guards in the Zocalo. They threaten the stability of our empire with this foolishness. If they are angry, we can address it, but this wanton destruction will not stand. Go down into the market of the Zocalo and bring about calm however you can. Choose the method that works for you. I care only for the result. Peace, so Talanji can finally be crowned.
May the Loa favor you.
The enforcer's actually right here. The horde will be ousted from our city. Spare me. The White Widow filled my heart with lies. I see the truth now. The Horde are not the enemy. Forgive me. Hey. My fight is not with you. Stay your weapon and I will go.
What you doing here?
Talanji has forgotten us. We must rise up. The White Widow knows the way. I am not your enemy. Let me help you. Forgive me. She told me that it was the only way to make changes. So someone called the White Widow is riling them all up. Now, it's not surprising that, of course, they would feel this way about the Horde. This has usually been the case between the Zandalari and the Horde.
Watch your back. What you want, rich man? Okay, so be it.
It's too far.
After all, just think back to how the Zandalari were back in the likes of Zul'Aman, just for an example off the top of my head. The widow told us that this was the only way. I should not have listened. So we gotta find whoever this White Widow is and stop her. I just wanted a home.
Hello, man.
Mine. Okay. Now I gotta make my way back up to that area. Lots of writing going on around here. This is not good at all. Again, though, this is not really Talanji's fault. This is Rastakan's fault. A lot of these people are riling up like this because of the what I guess is now common knowledge about the association between Bwonsamdi and their house. Oh gosh. The Herald of Bwonsamdi? The faithful will not kneel. Some bad stuff must have happened here while I was gone.
Times change, and so must the Zandalari.
They dropped her body at my feet. She did nothing except worship Bwonsamdi. I brought this fate upon her. If I understand the situation correctly, her concerns did not arise by chance. Be wary. I hope that we are not too late to stop this unrest from growing.
Say the word, and I will
I know
execute
my
these
priest.
traitors.
These are our people, High Prelate. Spare those who can be made to see reason.
The rest will soon meet the law they so abhor.
I know my priests. Such an uproar did not appear out of thin air. There is much that I have to atone for, but I am not yet ruler. I have not had the time to do what is needed for the faithful of Zandalar. It does not mean that they deserve to suffer. Go into the Terrace of the Chosen, and find them that refuse to fight. See that they get out safely. I will hold none of them accountable for the actions of
Zandalar
others.
will endure. You have my attention.
My own prelates are among them that revolted against Talanji. This is an unspeakable heresy. I will not tolerate it. This one has wisely told me who is to blame. My second, Kashra. I would have heard her had she used any other means to make her concerns known. Now she must be disposed of. You will find her in the Terrace of the
Noah's
Chosen.
light guide you.
What do you ask of the crown?
The faithful are among the most revered in Zandalari society. They are an example for others to aspire to. This is not the example that we want for others to follow. We must respond in kind. Princess Talanji wishes for us to spare them, that they will see reason. Do so, if you can find any willing to surrender. For the rest, give them a
The
swift
Chuka, Zandalar.
Go all the way back over here.
It's too far away. I can't attack that.
Get out of here. Get to safety. I will serve no queen who bargains with the dead. She's not the one who made that bargain. It was her father. But some people don't know that you shouldn't hold the child responsible for the actions of the father.
I need to get closer.
Okay.
It's too far away.
Now for Kaja. Whoa!
I'm out of range.
I will not walk the other side. Yes, you will.
Greetings.
The faithful among us are meant to be the example others must follow. In turn, we must make an example of them as they
Zandalari.
fall.
You
Never
stand
fail.
before the High Prelate.
Puh! One Samdi keeper.
I call. There
And
is a
much
light
to
of
do.
the lower answers.
Speak quickly.
It is a weight off my mind. Thank you. These are sobering developments. I wish to speak to my priests about what has transpired. I would like you to continue into the depths of Zanchul and up the steps into the council chambers. There you will find the new council that I have assembled. Greet them, and make note of my choices. I hope that you will find them adequate.
I should speak with the priesthood. They are not the ones who brought this turmoil upon us.
In due time, princess. The sooner the Loa grant you the throne, the better for Zandalar.
Loa speakers.
My new council awaits you above, champion. Rata and I will be along shortly.
Alright. Here we are. Huh. Loti Lashk. Hey! Glad to see he's here.
What do you think of my new
Jonak,
council,
very
champion?
nice. Rakira and Rawl. Very nice choices. People that we have met along the way during our questing.
The skies be my eyes.
It is good to see you again. These are strange times for the Zandalari. Ordinarily, I would be opposed to an exile and a Tortolan among our ranks. But after all that has happened, perhaps change is what we need most.
Like my Loa always says. Go away.
Yes?
After that business with Gahun and the siege of the city, Talanji needed someone who could maintain order. Jack Rosette was many things, a firm hand among them. I hope that I can fill his role without the more unsavory parts of his character. Talanji brought me back from exile and gave me his job. I think it's well deserved. I became General Rakira, much to Kaja's delight. Now, in addition to leading Zandalar's armies, I am to give voice as one of the Zanchuli Council. It is an honor and a chance to right the wrongs of the past.
The city will not fall.
I mean, I love this. I love that these are characters that we interacted with during our questing in the zones. Our time in Vol'jin really helped us get to see the kind of person that Rakira was. And of course, Rawl during our time here in Zuldazar, Jonak during his time helping out with Torkali.
You're looking
As well as
to
here
be
in Zuldazar.
smashed.
This one is Jonak, the bulwark of Torkali. Jonak is chosen to replace Volkal, slime who served the mistress of lies. We are made for war, not pretty words. Jonak's voice on the council be that of strength. He cracks his knuckles. Now, of course, I have the child of Torkali. I know who Torkali is. But just to hear it from him, who is Torkali? Torkali is in the grass, the bounties that heap our tables, the strength of our spears. She is the great shaper. Where she walks, great valleys are born. Where she drags her horns, rivers run. Jonak's lore does not have a temple. Zandalar is her place of worship. If you want to meet her, look for the mountain that moves. Jonak is her champion. I see.
I, the all that is troll.
Lashk. Good to see you, buddy.
Go. I have things to do.
Now I know what you're thinking. How does someone like me get to a place like this? Well, if I'm being perfectly honest with you, I have no idea. I think maybe Torga had something to do with it. And there's Torga right there. There he is right there. He's so cute. Well, Lisa will make a great story. The first Tortolan on the Zanchuli Council, of all things. Ha! Of course, his time helping Talanji, of course, definitely won her
Keep
over.
it down.
And Loti. Hi, Loti.
Ever walk on the wild side?
This new pack of ours is growing stranger
For the
every
pack.
day. I think this is an excellent selection for a council. All people that she has gotten to know, and I'm sure she absolutely trusts. Which is exactly what you need with a council. People that you can trust, and people that you're willing to listen to if they feel like they need to tell you something or advise you on something. By the way, are her eyes? Yes, they are. I was like, what is that coming from? Oh, it's from her eyes. Wow.
I will do whatever I must to keep my people safe.
I arm myself with the knowledge and wisdom of others in ways that my father did not. I hope it is enough. Now that you see who I have chosen for my council, it is time to receive their blessing. It is a symbolic demonstration of support, but I believe that there is power in words as well as deeds. When they declare themselves to me, the eyes of the Loa are also upon them. I hope they like what they see. I know I do.
This is a council of many firsts. You represent the hope of the Zandalari and my wishes for the future. We have much to do, but together we will prosper. I humbly ask.
Perhaps you did not get the message, Talanji.
Whoa!
What is the meaning of this?
Allow me to introduce myself. I am the voice that whispers while others roar. I am the spider in whose
The
web
White Widow,
you now
Samara.
writhe.
You are to blame for the unrest that plagues the city.
Even now, you cannot see where the blame truly lies. For that, you must die.
That traitorous spider! Look out!
Yeah, you deal with them.
It need not end this way, Samara. Do not make me send you to Bwansamdi.
Yes, call your master. If I must die to expose the truth, then so be it.
It is understandable that they would be upset about this, but again, it's not her fault. It's Rastakan's fault.
I am coming in. Shadra.
Loa keep you, White Widow. Are you hurt?
We are unharmed, despite the White Widow's intentions.
Good. Gather yourselves and assemble everyone atop Zanjul. I must now face the Loa. Zandala forever.
I will not dwell now on the White Widow's words, but I am not dismissing her criticisms out of hand. I only wish that she had chosen to speak to me instead of attacking from the shadows. We could have worked together to solve the many problems of the Zandalari. My council has given their blessing, and we have dealt with an enemy. All that remains is to face the judgment of my Loa. I do not know what this part will be like. My father never spoke of it, at least not to me. Walk with me. I will explain what is expected of you through this final ritual.
I confess, I do not know what to expect next. But I do know that you must not intervene. You cannot help me here as you did with Samara. Steel yourself, champion. The Loa look upon us.
Here they are. Kragwa, that's Torkali.
Greetings,
Akunda.
Almighty Kragwa.
Ah, the little queen to be.
and gosh, the Tiger Loa, whose name I can't remember. I actually forget his name at the moment, but I liked all these Loa. In fact, the majority of the Loa I actually really liked. Really, the only Loa that really gave us any issues was obviously Creek back in Nazmir, because he sided with Gahoon, so we had to kill him, the Bat Loa. And of course, well, there's the issues we've had with Bwansamdi, but that's a whole nother thing.
I fight to protect those who cannot protect themselves.
I trust that you will restrain yourself where you can. Sorry, sometimes it's a little tough for me to sometimes read the small text. I want to use that add-on I have called Storyline, where it actually makes the text bigger, but it's been bugging out when I've tried to use it recently, so I've kind of left it off for the time being. It is important that I overcome these trials on my own. Don't worry, Talanji. I won't interfere.
Yes, small one.
Hello again, small one. I see Talanji has chosen a worthy witness. I must test Talanji's willingness to sacrifice for her people. I will weigh her commitment to defending the weak. Many great rulers have failed this challenge, and still gone on to make powerful monarchs. But the most beloved, those that find themselves surrounded by loyal followers, always understand the value of devotion to their people. You will help me with this trial. Speak to me when you are ready to begin. Alright, I'm ready, Kragwa.
Tell me, Talanji, what would you give to protect those who are yours to defend?
All that I have. My own life, if necessary.
Is that so? Prove it.
Champion!
Ha! Now
Uh-oh.
they're weak. Defend them.
Do not worry. I will
Oh,
let
boy.
no harm come to you.
Ah! Ah! I'm a helpless insect! Ah! Being chased by
Don't stop
frogs!
running.
Ah! Save me, Talanji! Save me!
Get
No!
away.
No! Save me! Save me! So this is how a fly feels when being chased by frogs. Save me! Save me!
Do not stop running.
Your actions speak truth. You have my blessing.
Thank you, huge one.
Kragwa, you and I are gonna have some words in private later. I'm gonna have some very angry words for you.
Speak to Kragwa.
I would allow no harm to come to you. Fortunately for you, an intervention was not needed. Ha 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 ha! That's not funny, Kragwa. You didn't let me know that beforehand. The Lord of the Pack has requested to be the next to speak to Talanji. He is just up the steps on the next terrace. I do not think that he will require quite as much of you as I did, but I believe that his words will be relevant to your purposes here. Wink. Do not think that we are aware of your intentions. That we are not aware of your intentions.
Gonk will be the next to test your worth. Good luck, Talanji.
Come, champion.
I think it's Kimball. I think that's his name. Hey, there's Johnny. She's awesome. And there's the Shark Loa. I remember him. I just can't remember what his name
Loa of
is.
shapes.
Hey,
You are
Gonk.
a welcome sight.
Rest a moment, Talanji. All I wish is for you to consider something.
I am listening, Great One.
What brings you before the Lord of the Hunt?
I would like to pose a question to Talanji. Will you stand by while I do so? As you wish, Gonk.
Bring strength. My kind draw strength from the pack. To defend our home, we Loa banded together and stood as one. And so I ask you, who is your pack? The Zandalari, surely. But what of your allies? The Tortolans, the Vulpira? And what of the Horde? Think on this, and go with my blessing.
I have, and I will. Thank you.
I am Master of Shapes, Packstrider, and Lord of the Hunt.
You will serve to remind Talanji of her priorities, if she is to answer the question that I have posed to her. 2 more Loa have declared their intent to test Talanji. The next is Paku. She awaits you both at the top of these steps. I need not warn you about her tempestuous nature, nor her love for watching others fall from great heights. Good luck.
Paku will offer the next trial. Remain strong, Talanji.
Greetings,
Bye,
Winged
Paku.
Mother.
Hello, my wingless child. Come to me. I would have words with you.
Huh. I believe that's the Sethrak that we saved in the dungeon back in Vol'jin, if I'm not mistaken. What was the name of that place? Sethralus. That's Sethralus right there. And I'm trying to remember who that is right there. I can't remember at the moment.
What is it, child?
I wish to test Talanji's determination. I already know that you possess a great deal of it, but it will amuse me if you participate. Are you prepared to begin? Gosh, Paku, what are you about to have me do?
Remember,
I'm ready,
the
whatever it is.
skies are mine.
Oh gosh, what are you doing?
This storm stands between you and your crown. Ascend, Talanji.
I expected nothing less. I can barely see.
Ah!
Are you still with me, champion?
Having trouble?
I'm right here.
Gah!
The tree that stands rigid in the wind will snap its branches. Bend, my child. Why must I breathe your air?
That was a beautiful demonstration of commitment. Your hair looks lovely. Uh-huh. It's a good thing I'm in my ghost wolf form, for really that doesn't matter. Ordinarily, the final try would be given by Razan, but the Loa of Kings is no more. It seems that old Rastakhan picked a new favorite to take his place. Enjoy that. Bwansamdi waits for you in the temple. Oh, goody.
This was an amusing lesson. Now, take my blessing. Wings be at your back.
You dare
Oh,
stand
gosh.
in the place meant for Rezan? Does your arrogance have no limit?
Bwansamdi.
Mind your manners, child. World Samdi be raised above all of the lower. Just like your father said.
Test me and be done.
Yep, that's
with
true.
this.
He did say when he made that deal that he would elevate Bwansamdi above all the other Loa. Unfortunately.
Hello, hello. You come to make a deal, eh?
I will enjoy this. Yes. Talanji's witness. Will you deliver my verdict to the people of Zandalari?
Remove
Yes.
ya. Well, since you be so eager to get rid of me, I got a new deal for you. Bring me the head of the Horde's war chief, and I be forgetting all about your father's body.
What?
Oh, by the Loa. No, the Horde stood beside us when all seemed lost. I will not repay them with betrayal.
That's your final answer?
It is. My freedom is not worth my honor.
That
Boom!
is a real shame. Been wanting a war chief spirit for a long time. But go on. Claim your crown.
And that right there is a huge... Hey, it's Vol'jin! That right there is a
The light
huge
of
reason
the
why
Loa
I
shines
love
upon
Talanji.
you, my queen.
Thank you, Rata. And you, champion. The time has come to address my people.
Times change, and so must the Zandalari.
Thank you for standing beside me through all of this. Some choices were easier than others, but I am confident in all of them. She was literally offered a chance to be rid of Bwansamdi's grasp on her and her bloodline. And honestly, considering... Look, I'm just saying, I would have actually... There's a part of me that wanted her to accept that deal. Because I'm sorry, but... I would actually like it if we took out Sylvanas. I'd be like, what's that, Bwansamdi? You want Sylvanas' head? Okay, here you go. But I love that she was not willing to forfeit her honor for that. And it's something that keeps coming up. And it just, you know, with characters like Varrock and Bane, and now Talanji is bringing that up. She said, my freedom is not worth my honor. To hear that from Talanji, someone who has not been in the Horde, who is now a newcomer to the Horde, to say that, to me, that is what speaks volumes about how much honor is meant to be a part of the Horde. Not Sylvanas' Horde, the Horde. Oh, hey, Kragwa. He just shows up right behind us like, hi. The Loa have seen fit to grant me the crown. My council accepts me. My priests have given me their blessing. My people have expressed their displeasure. But I am determined to right those wrongs. It is time to accept the responsibility of leadership. I will address them and speak on our future. I would be honored if you would take a place at my side while I do so. Of course,
There is
Talanji.
much to do.
I got your back.
Speak quickly.
The Loa have my people have many voices. Rule. Once I step foot on that dais, I become Queen Talanji. It is what my father prepared me for. It is what I've spent my whole life growing towards. I am ready. Are you?
May your
Yes.
vestments be adorned with the skulls of
Take your rightful place as Queen Talanji.
people of Zandalar. I stand before you, having proven myself to the lower. But it is your trust that I must earn. Many questioned my judgment when I reached out to the Horde. But without their aid, we would have collapsed under the weight of our pride. These mighty allies have given Zandalar new strength. A glorious future awaits our empire, and we must embrace it together. Will you stand with me? Zandalar forever!
Found it funny that Bwansamdi was just up there up top, just kind of sitting there chilling like, oh, when is the ceremony gonna end?
I will do whatever I must to keep my people safe.
I am resolved to bring our people together. It is decided. The Zandalari will join the Horde. Our path together has been a long and difficult one. We have lost much together. The Horde has sacrificed for the Zandalari, and vice versa. I can do nothing to honor that commitment except pledge our loyalty. Collect your war chief and send them to my throne. By the way, her title has changed from Princess Talanji to Queen Talanji. I hope that extends in the main game outside of this quest. I will extend the offer myself. Bring the Zandalari into the Horde. Zandalari Troll Allied Race unlocked. And a Zandalari Direhorn mount. Yes!
I will await the war chief upon my throne.
I kind of would have liked if Bwansamdi was still sitting there, like just watching over all this, like, hi, how you doing, man? Okay. Well, here we go. Eee. Ouch.
We are the Forsaken. We will slaughter anyone who stands in our way.
Slash spit. Queen Talanji has asked to speak with you.
She thinks to summon me. I suppose she is allowed some posturing today.
She is a queen. You are not. So don't get all uppity right now, okay? You are the war chief, not a sultan. Now, Thanos may refer to you as his queen, but you are not an actual queen. So don't be getting all, oh, she summons me? Ha! The absolute arrogance. Just, oh my gosh. I just realized, why am I running this way? And why is she walking this way? Okay, there we go. Let's just go ahead and hearth back over there, rather than do the run back. And of course, thanks to Paku, I can just take the little shrine over here to go straight up to the top. Hey, Jonak. I like that he's just patrolling the area. There's supposed to be a little shrine right here to let me go straight up to the throne. Come on, where is it? Seriously? Fine. I guess it's because we're still in kind of an instance here with the quest. Never mind, hold on. Of course, as I have done with the other allied race quests, I will show you guys what it's like to make a Zandalari troll once we are done with this quest line unlocking them. The Golden Throne. Hey, Vol'jin! I like that he's just here. He's just watching, chilling. He's keeping an eye on what's going on. I love that. I really, really hope that they continue the quest line involving Vol'jin. That he finds out who it was that had him named Sylvanas Warchief.
Congratulations, Your Majesty.
Thank you, War Chief. I believe we have an urgent matter to discuss, now that I am Queen.
Yes, it is beyond time we did.
The Horde has been a trustworthy ally to Zandalar. Without our partnership, we may not have overcome the threats that rose against us. I understand that you have need of our forces. The Alliance will stop at nothing to destroy you. So let it be official. The Zandalari and the Horde will stand together as equals.
Equals?
I am the Queen of Zandalar, and a queen kneels to no one. Surely you understand.
I see. Very well, Queen Talanji. The Horde welcomes you.
I want to take a moment to point out that that shocked Sylvanas there. Because she was not ready to have someone challenge her as an equal. She, to this point, has always demanded that any of the allied races that have joined the Horde have submitted to her authority. Because she wants everyone to look upon her as their queen, as their sultan. She thinks that she is a queen when she's not. She is a war chief. And the fact that Talanji was challenging her on this stunned her. I just think that speaks to the level of, I don't know, arrogance that Sylvanas is just oozing these days. Ever since she got the title of War Chief, she has just had this whole other level of superiority over everyone.
I've no time for games.
Without you, none of this would have been possible. You have done well. My champion. I am not your champion.
You have performed admirably. Arrangements will be made to greet our new allies in Orgrimmar.
Speaker of the Horde, thank you for everything. I look forward to our next adventure together. For now, I have an empire to lead.
Indeed. And I believe you will lead it greatly. I like how Xena is just kind of like chilling there. That's great. Hey, look! So here's an example of what you can do and make. Of course, we will be starting here, no doubt. A Zandalari Troll Paladin. Yes, that is correct. We now have another race in the Horde that can be Paladins. Remember back in the days when the only way you could play a Paladin was to be on the Alliance? Now we have 3 races that can be Paladins on the Horde. The Tauren, the Blood Elves, and now the Zandalari Trolls. But I'll be going over that in just a bit. So now everything is back to normal. By the way, where is... well, I'll see it once we... Oh, there it is. Boom. Alright, so now I have another Dire Horn. Very nice. That one will be from my Zandalari Troll, which now that we have unlocked them, let's go take a look. Here we are. So, of course, we can make either a male or a female. As I went over the abilities before, Beseech a Loa, obtaining one of 6 powerful boons, summons a Pterodax to reduce falling speed, which I'm sure a lot of players are probably very happy about. Concentrate to heal yourself over a short period of time, and discover more gold from creatures. So you'll be able to get more gold as you're questing, which is pretty great. So they can be either warriors, of course. As I said, they can be paladins. That's a pretty big, like, whoa, like, in terms of versatility for races that can be paladins on the Horde. Of course, they can be hunters with a dire horn being your starting pet. Very nice, very appropriate. They can be rogues, of course. They can be priests, just like Talanji. They can be shaman, no surprise there. They can be mages. They cannot be warlocks, like the Darkspear trolls can. They can be monks, and they can be druids. They obviously cannot be demon hunters, and they cannot be death knights as well. So I thought about this, and I ended up deciding over all these classes, like right now, which class would I rather have them be and play. I seriously considered a paladin, but I actually already have a few paladins right now, and, well, let's just say right now I think paladin is not in as great of a spot as it could be. And, you know, I already main a shaman, so let's just say I've had a pretty large fill of shaman, so to speak. The one class that a lot of people I know have been really drawn towards as a Zandalari troll is the druid. Why? Because the forms are like more dinosaur than just regular animals. So let's just say it's a very enticing idea to play a Zandalari troll druid to have the dinosaur form. So that's actually what I'm going to be leaning towards. And plus, druid right now is in a very good spot in the game. So let's take a look at the creation stuff. These are the different skin colors you can choose from. Here are the faces. Got the different hairstyles here. Kind of a little mini mohawk there. Just straight up. Ooh, this one you get like a little crown on top. It's like the only kind of accessory you can actually kind of throw in there. I'll just kind of go with that. Of course, you can change the color. There we go. A little more closer to my hair color. Tattoos. Not very many choices. I mean, this very much. If you're not thinking about the Wakandans and Black Panther, seeing this, I don't know. I don't know what to say, because right now this is. How can I not think of Black Panther right now when I see that? Of course, we can change the tusk. Now, it's not as the tusks are not as extravagant as the other regular troll, Darkspear troll tusks are. That's about as big as they can get right there. That one. I mean, there is this one here, but they're pretty much the same size when you look at them side by side. They're pretty much the same size, so you can't go nuts, really, in terms of how big your tusks are. So I think maybe I'll just go with that. And if you want to give yourself some earrings, some piercings on your face, you can do that. I'm not much into piercings, so I'll just kind of go with that there. Now for a name. Oh gosh, this is always the hardest part for me, to try and come up with some kind of unique name for my characters. I'm not very good at coming up with that, and sometimes I just default to trying to make it similar to my, nickname or persona, DJ Neeks or Papaneeks. Try to include the word Neeks in it. So, like, I'll just think of just some very simple, boring ones like Troll Neeks or Zandaleeks, and I'm just like, that sounds stupid. Ugh. Gosh. And this is important. You gotta make sure you pick one you're okay with, otherwise you'd have to either recreate the character from scratch, or you'd have to pay for a name change. How about Papaneeks? There we go. Kind of naming after her father, Rastakhan. Look at this background. Very Zandalar. Really like that. When are we getting Volpira and Sethrax as a allied race? Get me those guys. There are some people I've heard, if like they're not, and they want Volpira, but if they could make a Sethrax, they would roll that in a heartbeat. I gotta say, I would love to be able to play as a Sethrax. That actually sounds pretty cool. And I could absolutely see them joining the Horde after what happened in Vol'jin. Let's hope the intro cinematic here is not as humorous as the one for the Maghar Orcs was.
The Zandalari have ruled this land for thousands of years. With the Loa's blessing, our sacred blades and mighty ships commanded the seas. But over time, our empire grew stagnant. We stood alone. Threats from without and within rose up to challenge us, to test our faith. Now, I am queen. And together with the Horde, we take our rightful place among the great kingdoms of Azeroth. Zandalar forever!
Zandalar forever! Oh my gosh, look at this form I have right now. Wait, is this my Moonkin form? Is this the Moonkin form for balance? Oh my gosh, it is. This is fantastic. I'm sorry, I always hated the Moonkin form. I'm sorry, but I hated the idea of a form that made me look like a big fat chicken. This actually looks kind of cool. It's like a feathered pterodactyl. This is awesome. I really like this. Oh, that's so cool. Hold on. Bear form. Yeah, I'm a turtle. Cat form. Very nice. And then travel form. I can't do it right now here in this area. We'll test it out when we head to Orgrimmar. I'll set that stuff out later. Yeah, obviously right now... Oh, there's the ability, actually. Embrace of the Loa. Hold on. Let me get my bars here. There we go. There's my Zandalari Direhorn mount. So that is... It's a 5-day cooldown? I've never seen a cooldown that large before. Choose your Loa by making an offering at a Loa shrine around the world. Each Loa offers unique powers. Guards in Dazar lore will tell you where shrines can be found. A 5-day cooldown. That is incredible.
Zandalar forever.
Thank you for meeting me upon my throne, Papaneeks. With our recent partnership with the Horde, I need worthy champions to represent the might of the Zandalari. I have chosen you to be among their ranks. Go and meet with the ambassador in Orgrimmar. We have prepared a portal just behind you. When you are ready, step through to a new world. Remember, you bow only to the throne of Zandalar. You hold your head high. I like how she's telling me, do not bow to Sylvanas. If you're going to bow to anyone, you bow to me. And I'm cool with that.
When the Alliance invaded our home, heroes of the Horde drew their weapons and fought by our side.
A bond forged in battle is as strong as a pact with the Loa. Join our new brothers and sisters and bring honor to both Zandalar and the Horde.
I like how some of my buffs are named after some of the Loa. That because I'm balanced and Moonkin, that I get Embrace of Paku. That's pretty cool, actually. Oh, okay, so we're outside. My travel form is a raptor! Yes! At least my ground travel form. Obviously, I won't be able to find out what it is until we hit level 60 and unlock flying, but I'm guessing it'll be like a Pterodax. But that's awesome. I'm so glad that I picked a druid. This is so great. It puts a whole new feel on playing and leveling a druid. Oh, man. That's great. Alright, to Orgrimmar. Ooh, look at that upgraded version of this mount. Where do you get that one? If I find out that's a PvP one, I'm gonna cry. I'm getting so sick of some of the best mounts in the game being PvP exclusive mounts.
And you are...
Hold on.
Farewell.
I just noticed I have to turn this off. Ugh. I get so tired of seeing some nasty stuff in the chat in the capital cities.
What is it?
Are you the new one? I'm supposed to welcome you. Here, take this letter.
Victory for Sylvanus.
Shut up. Of course, I'll mess around with the heirlooms and such later. It's like, huh, do I want to use my Direhorn mount or do I want to use my travel form? Of course, at level 20, it's very slow. Ah, where to go? Where to go? I've always liked the Stone Talon Mountains.
Do you want something? They say you have the heir of the throne?
So, this is it. We begin our adventures to bring honor to the Zandalari and the Horde.
Zandalar
be with you.
forever.
Go forth. I have other business that I must attend to in the city. Alright. And so now you get to go ahead and start the whole leveling process. Very much looking forward to being able to see how it is to play a Zandalari troll. Especially a druid with all these dinosaur-like forms. This is great. Even the Moonkin form looks great.
Behold the power
That is just fantastic.
of the Legion.
Huh. And that's someone who I think actually already unlocked all the heritage armor, it looks like. So, yep, welcome to a busy filled Orgrimmar at the moment. So, that was the quest line to unlock the Zandalari Trolls. So glad I finally unlocked those. And who knows? Maybe if I eventually get to my Alliance character, you'll get to see me unlock the Dark Iron Dwarves, as well as the Galtirans, and maybe other allied races that they decide to add into the game later on. We'll see. Stay tuned.